Jobs numbers, the story of the morning, Jim, not just the number itself and the trend that it sort of outlines, but the degree to which it's going to color the debate on Capitol Hill today and maybe next week.
Yeah, I think there's enough ammo to be able to say, look, we have to do something. There's some areas of the economy that just cannot be sustained. Don't forget, these numbers are actually ahead of what will be a gigantic eviction notice that more than maybe 13 million people get in January. I think this number is just enough to be able to say, let's compromise. It is not so horrible as to say the economy is falling apart. I know the numbers are disappointment to some, but when you look at the actual breakdown, David, a lot of the disappointment is so-called hiring by the federal government, which is it's down. But retail, what did we expect? This is the Amazon. We're getting Amazon. And yeah. I was surprised that there weren't a gigantic decline in the number of retailers that are laying off people that aren't creating jobs. They actually wasn't bad.
Well, maybe because Amazon's adding, I can't even, 2,800 a day, some insane number.
Right, it's a transfer.
And that, I assume, is counted, broadly speaking, towards retail. But, Jim, there's no way around the fact that this is, I mean, you're not going to make up 10 million lost jobs by adding 245,000 a month.
No,
it's going to be a very long time.
It's secular. We're going to hear from Mary Dillon at Ulta about how much better the e-commerce customer is. Well, what does that say? How many people do you need at your stores if your e-commerce effort is so strong? So we had DocuSign earlier this morning. How many people do you need involved in a real estate transaction if you're doing DocuSign and they're extending toward a platform?
So your point is, I guess, Jim, quickly, is that the acceleration in the digitization of the economy is going to result in fewer jobs, regardless of how much stimulus you try to throw at it.
Just has to happen. And that's one of the key lessons of the pandemic is that we've figured how to do far more with far less. That's not going to change. It turned out to be very lucrative. The gross margins are going up for many different businesses. A lot of it is digitization. Layoffs, digitization.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.